Yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna start this off real quick. The reason I don't ride on MLK is because of a situation back in 2019, you know what I'm saying? And pretty much, that's the year I got arrested on MLK 2019. But I'm not gonna go into certain detail because this case still kind of going, still kind of going through this case or whatever. But yeah, y'all, pretty much back in 2019, I was pretty much in the backyard with my dirt bike, with the 2014 YZ450F. It's over there. I still got it over there. I'm gonna show y'all that, in a few minutes or whatever. But yeah, I was in the backyard with my 2014 YZ450F, and I had my bike leaned against the house with it covered, with the bike covered up, with the dirt bike covered. And while I was back there, I was just probably back there for like 5-10 minutes. I was just back there, just chilling back there, whatever. And pretty much what happened, so-called, they say I was riding a dirt bike. I was the one riding a dirt bike on MLK through the street or whatever. That's what the later on that what the police said or whatever. But yeah, I was pretty much sitting in the backyard, y'all, and I had got up and I started to go to the front of the house. But before you get to the front of the house, you gotta pretty much walk straight. You gotta walk straight. Then when you make a left, it's a gate. My gate is right there, and I have to open that gate to get to my front yard. So I was walking from by the dirt bike, and before I could make the left and get to the gate, I just heard a loud boom. I just heard like a loud, like a boom. And what happened was the police, they pretty much kicked my door down. They pretty much kicked my gate down, y'all. And next thing I know, when I look up, there's probably about 30 police in the backyard, y'all. It was about 30 police, 30 to 40 police. That's what I'm saying, 30 to 40 police inside the backyard. And so, as I'm just like, I put my hands up, I put my hands up, so they won't think nothing crazy. I just put my hands up, and when I put my hands up, next thing I knew, I was being thrown to the floor. And I was being punched repeatedly. Like on side of my head. I've been drugged, back and forth, slammed, drugged. And pretty much, I remember when I was being punched and drugged, it stopped for probably like 5 minutes. He stopped. And then the officer went back to punch me again, beat me again, dragged me through the dirt or whatever. So, and I had my hands up the whole time, y'all. That's the crazy thing. But in particular, with that incident, this officer named, the same officer that, because it was only one officer that was hitting me the whole time. And it was about, like I said, probably like 30 police in the backyard, at the time. But it was only one officer that kept punching me. He was the only one punching me and beating me up, And I had my hands up the whole time. And the other police officers, they were looking at him crazy, bro. They were looking at him crazy like you tripping. Like they were looking, I could just tell how they were looking at him like that he was doing too much, because he was the only one. But this certain officer, I'm just gonna say that his name is Zachary Hassan. Zachary Hassan or Zachary Hassan, that's his name. And that same officer that kept beating me up and punching me repeatedly, when I finally got to my feet, when they, made me stand up, when I got to my feet, he grabbed my wrist, and it's like he was trying to break my wrist, and I wasn't resisting the whole time, y'all. That's the thing. He was like grabbing my wrist, like he trying to break my wrist, and I was just looking at him like, bro, like, what you, like, you all right? Like, what you doing? Like, you gonna break my wrist? That's all I pretty much said to him. I'm like, bro, you gonna break my wrist? And he kept like squeezing my wrist, like he wanted to break my wrist, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And but yeah, with Zachary Hassan, like with that police officer named Zachary Hassan, he there was another incident, probably like a year or two that happened before my incident when he beat me up in the backyard. He that same officer actually went in back of somebody else's yard. You know what I'm saying? The guy was, I'm just gonna say the guy was eating his food, eating his lunch back there. And it was a situation where the police were called or whatever. And the police, Zachary Hassan and another officer ended up in the backyard where this guy was eating his lunch, eating his food or whatever. And pretty much what happened, y'all, was the officer, Zachary Hassan, I guess, he pretty much killed that guy that was eating his lunch in his backyard. And if y'all think anything of it, man, if y'all think I'm lying, y'all can easily just go on Google and look it up. You know what I'm saying? You can just easily look this up. You know what I'm saying? It's already out there anyway. So by me saying it, it's not like I'm exposing nobody or nothing like that. It's already in the news articles, on Google, everywhere. So y'all can just go look this up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that same officer, he was involved in a police, a killing of this guy that was in the backyard. You know what I'm saying? And it really took for me to look his name up after he beat me up in the backyard. You know what I'm saying? It took me to look his name up. Now, when I looked his name up, I was shocked that I seen, and I'm not even gonna lie, that this guy had already killed another guy in the backyard of his house. You know what I'm saying? But that was pretty much crazy, bro. But yeah, man. And you know, as they was taking me into custody or whatever, they taking me into custody, they were kind of like telling me, bro, like how they got drones out. They got drones that be in the air on MLK, so it'll follow you wherever you go at. They got helicopters out in the air, like, you know, 2-3 helicopters in the air, airplane in the air, and they got undercovers everywhere. So and like I said, man, this is what they were telling me. This is what the officers were telling me, and I wasn't talking. Like at that time, you know, I wasn't talking. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing to talk about. They were just telling me this, like, you know, to try to scare me up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, pretty much, they was kind of telling me that somebody got drones, planes out. But my thing, what I don't understand, bro, what I don't understand is like how they could waste taxpayers' money into something that's so small and so stupid, such as like dirt bikes. Like, why are you know what I'm saying? And if they want to bring up the like excuse of, oh yeah, man, it be bikers that, you know, bikers cause traffic infractions and dirt bikers cause this, that, harm to drivers and stuff. But my thing, what I don't understand, now you see how this officer, he went inside somebody's backyard and killed them, but he's still on the task force working. That's what I don't understand. You still, like, it's all right for police to do stuff, y'all. It'd be all right for the police to do certain stuff, but they look at us like when we do something wrong, it's just to a further extent to where it's just horrible if we do anything. You know what I'm saying? Anything wrong we do is, anything a regular pedestrian do, it's something wrong with it. But if the police do something, it's not nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Just like certain situations, like, you know, they so hard on dirt bikers, like so-called breaking the law and causing traffic infractions. But what about the police officers? You know, it go both ways. What about the police officers who they killed plenty unarmed people? You know what I'm saying? The police officers that killed plenty unarmed people. These officers, some of these officers are still on the task force. So I don't understand, like, you know what I'm saying? They kill people, get away with it. We ride bikes, you can't get away with it. So, you know, it's just the system is funny to me. You know what I'm saying? The system is just a little funny to me. But yeah, y'all, they pretty much, what happened with my bike, they took my bike from under the cover that I had it covered up with, and they had it towed. Yeah, so they had my bike towed, y'all. So, and it's like, when they had my bike towed, I remember I read on like the news article or something like that. I had read on a news article. They were like, dirt bike influencer captured. Like they was portraying me as a dirt bike influencer, y'all. It's just funny to me. They keep portraying me as a dirt bike influencer, which they could call me what they want, but I already know what it is at the end of the day, because I have a right, you know, I have rights just like they got rights, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, pretty much they had my dirt bike towed, and when I had got arrested, I had bonded out the next day. So when I got out of jail or whatever, y'all, I had you know, I did the same thing anybody else would want to do, man. I wouldn't try to get my bike back. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't try to get my bike back. And this is what they always do, y'all. If you go to try to get a bike back in certain situations, they're gonna try to put your bike on a police hold. So trying my luck, they put my bike in a police hold, you know what I'm saying? They put my bike in a police hold, and they were pretty much telling me my bike was confiscated. They were trying to tell me my bike is confiscated, y'all. Which they had bumped their head pretty hard, because there's no way my bike is going to be confiscated. And I got my title and everything. That's my bike. So y'all telling me my bike is confiscated? So, you know, at the time I had my lawyer working on the case or whatever and stuff like that. So pretty much what happened, since my bike was on police hold, you know, I had to just give it some time until the police hold was to get lifted or whatever. So my bike actually stayed probably like 2 months, bro. 2 months in the police impound, bro. 2-3 months in the police impound. But I'm gonna show y'all the bike in a little bit. It stayed like 2-3 months inside the police impound, y'all. And then it was one incident to where the police officers were calling my cell phone. You know what I'm saying? Like Zachary Hassan, the same officer, he was calling my cell phone, like trying to, you know, I'm just gonna explain to y'all. So he was calling my cell phone. He pretty much told me I could come down to the police station and get my bike back. So when I went down to the police station with my title and everything to get my bike back, they pretty much arrested me down there at the police station again, and pretty much throw some extra charges on me, y'all.